Hey, what's up guys? Professor Breaker here and welcome to this in-depth guide for Morgana. Hopefully, I will cover most stuff you guys need to know about Morgana. I've read like a few guides extra for this, so I wrote down a bunch of notes down here. So if you guys are wondering when I'm looking there, I'm just checking, double checking if I'm not missing anything that you guys need to know for Morgana. Anyways, if you guys enjoy this guide, then definitely make sure to leave a like. And I will try to cover 3 videos from Morgana. After this one is the guide video. I will do a Morgana jungle video, a Morgana mid lane video, and a Morgana support video. I was told by Vex that Morgana jungle works. He was already trying it in the practice mode. So hopefully you guys won't miss on those sexy videos out. So why should you play Morgana? Pros and cons, I will give it to you guys right here. She has insane damage thanks to her AP scalings, tons of utility because of her first ability, which will root the opponents for forever basically. Then the ultimate, which is an AoE stun in team fights. You slow all of them down and then the ultimate will just stun them after a channel time of, I don't know, 2 seconds or something. Sexy spell blocking shield, that's what I wrote. She has a shield that will block magical damage and also crowd control, and you can use it on different targets. So very sexy for your Vayne that wants to 1 vs 9. Versatility in builds, you have a bunch of different itemizations that you can do on Morgana. She can farm pretty safely with the second ability, that is from a far distance you summon an area that does AoE damage and you can clear the wave pretty easily, and from the turret. And even when you're behind on Morgana, she is pretty useful thanks to her utility and her damage. Shield, root, AoE stun. So you can flash into them, activate ultimate and then activate Zhonya's, and then they will all get stunned. So very good in teamfight. What are the contra points on Morgana? Laning phase is not the greatest. High mana cost in the early game, reliance on hitting Q, or the first ability. Q means first ability if you guys are wondering. That means whenever you don't hit your bind, it's a huge cooldown and you miss out on tons of damage and lifesteal. And if you don't hit it, you're very vulnerable to die, because they can just all in on you when you miss the Q at any skirmish or in any team fights in the river, for example. Then also, she has a lot of hard matchups in general in the mid lane. She's weak in the early game and she has high cooldowns in the early game. So getting items with tons of ability haste is very important on Morgana. So she can just keep using her spell shield, her bind and her ultimate. So for the skill order, it's you max your second ability, then the first ability and then the third ability. So let's hop right into the game. I'm gonna show you Morgana. Morgana, the sister of Kayle. Who are you cheering for? Morgana or Kayle, by the way? Who do you guys think is better? Honestly, Kayle and Morgana both pretty hype. Kayle mid lane and top lane, Morgana in the jungle, mid lane and support role. Or maybe as APC in the bot lane with Senna or something. Senna Morgana, double root. Morgana root, Senna root, 4 seconds. You can't do anything anymore. That's gonna be crazy actually. Let's move to the mid lane. Boom. Let's move here. And then we can talk about her abilities and her passive. Her passive is basically just spell vamp. Every ability you use on a champion will heal you, or on a minion as well. So if you use this, you will just heal, and this, and your ultimate as well, and you will just heal. The first ability is Dark Binding. Fires a bolt of dark energy, rooting the enemy for 2.5 seconds, up to 2.75 at max. And look at the range. Wait, let me try something out if it's gonna work, which is gonna be pretty interesting. Let's say this is the max range, right? So let's see if I can S1 flash. You can S1 flash actually. I feel like it comes out quicker if you do it like this. Like it is kind of slow, but if you do it like this. Wait a second, travel time? Never mind, it's same. But yeah, S1 flash works for the quick cheese. Second ability, curses an area for 5 seconds, dealing magical damage every 0.5 seconds to enemies within. Increase to up to 170% based on their missing health, so the lower they are, the more damage your second ability will do. And it deals 150% damage to against monsters. No wonder it works in the jungle. No wonder it works in the jungle. AoE damage. Boom. And everyone in this area is taking damage. And the cooldown will get reduced every time you get a soul siphon trigger. So wait, let me see something. Boom. Yeah, as you guys can see, for every tick, the cooldown of your second ability reduces. Look at how quickly this is. Boom, 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 boom. And if I hit multiple targets, yeah, the cooldown gets lowered so quickly. So your wave clear is insane on Morgana. That's why you want to max it, and that's why she can farm up so safely, and she can wave clear and then rotate, etc. Black Shield places a barrier around an ally champion for 5 seconds, absorbing magical damage, and blocking disables while the shield holds. So as long as the shield is alive, you will block any crowd control, and you also block magical damage for the amount you have. So 424 plus the scaling, and then cooldown is actually not that high, 11 seconds, and then 7.5 plus ability haste later on. Oh, pretty good. But I mean, I obviously have some items. I have 2 ability haste items, obviously. So with this one, it blocks magical damage and also crowd control. And the ultimate chains nearby enemy champions. So let's put a few more enemies. So use the ultimate. There I'm taking initial damage, and then after a few seconds of channel time, they will all get stunned. Chains nearby enemies, dealing magical damage equal to 25% of the maximum health, scaling with max HP. Very good. After 3 seconds, the chains persist for 3 seconds, revealing and slowing them by 15%. And after the channel time, they are getting stunned for 1.5 seconds. And again, dealing magical damage, scaling with a max HP. So as I said, even if you're behind, you are still taking tons of damage. I mean, even if you're behind, the ultimate will still do tons of damage. My bad. I just read Discord, so I just got kind of confused. And that's it. First damage. Ooh, there's so much. That's so much damage. What? 18% late game, and it scales. This is so strong. What the fuck? Morgana also gains movement speed while using it. So a combo could be, you could use Flash, Ultimate, and then you activate Zhonya's. Oh, I don't have Zhonya's. You would activate Zhonya's during the channel time, so you can't get targeted. And remember, you have this one. You can get CC'd, they can cancel you. And during the ultimate, while it's channeling, you activate Zhonya's, so you can finish the 3 seconds. So you have the Black Shield to get a few seconds before they can cancel you, and then you activate the Zhonya's so you can cover all 3 seconds till the ultimate is out. Or like the protocol combo probably works as well, so you can use boom, boom, and obviously with the shield. Wait, does S1 protocol work? Wait, I'm not in range, and now it works. That is not in range. S1 protocol. Wait a second. This is not in range, and now you can barely do it. But they don't get binded then. Nah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's about it for the abilities. She's a pretty simple, like skill shot, shield on yourself, AoE damage, and the ultimate. Very simple kit. There are no pro combos except for the S1 flash maybe. It's the only pro combo. But yeah, let's talk about the item build that you can go for Morgana. Which will be pretty tricky. This is one might be pretty tricky because Road of Age got nerfed, and I was discussing with Random, we were both, I was like, maybe Road of Age is still pretty good because it makes him more tanky, but you need 7.5 minutes till Road of Age is fully stacked, and it doesn't provide you with ability haste. So, just going for this might be the best build. Wait, you have, where's the item now? You have Banshees. And then you also get, what's the armor item? This might be, maybe you don't need Void Staff immediately, by the way. Maybe you want to get more tanky, like this. Depends. If you guys want to be more, like, if you're playing against AP, maybe you want to go like this. You have Spellvamp already, so Weakness works, Brutal works, Champion works. I'd probably go Brutal, this. Oh, do you? Maybe you have mana problems. If you feel like you have mana problems, you go Mana Flow Band. If not, you go Sweet Tooth. But yeah, Luden's Echo with the first ability will do so much damage, and you can... Luden's Echo proc plus your S1 will do so much single target damage. The first ability does tons of single target damage. Like, it's crazy. And the ability is pretty important. Then you can go Decap and probably maybe just Void Staff. If you guys want to be more tanky, you go for one of those items first. But if not, you can go for Void Staff full damage. And then you build 2 tanky items. So Death Cap, obviously one of the best mage items. Then Void Staff for penetration. I go CDR boots into Zhonya's. Then Crystalline Reflector. Ability haste, armor, ability power. Since Morgana is a champion that wants to jump into the team fight, not maybe at the beginning of the team fight, at the beginning you want to poke with the first ability, you want to poke with the second ability, and then when they're all bunched up, you go in with the ultimate, and then you activate your spell shield and then Zhonya's, and these 2 items will make you even more tanky. Banshee's Veil plus your spell shield will block so much. Then on top of that, you have the Crystalline Reflector to block damage. So those 2 items, great synergy for Morgana, baby. Great synergy. So, Crystalline Reflector, Banshee's Veil might be very good. You can also go for Abyssal Mask maybe instead of Banshee's Veil. Or if you guys need only magic resistance, might as well go for Abyssal Mask and Banshee's Veil. So I think you want to get 3 AP items on Morgana and then 2 tanky items. The order can differ, but usually I would say these 2 are definitely, and then the last 3 you can differ. Maybe sometimes you want to get armor early on, or maybe you want to get magic resistance, and you can build it obviously pretty tanky if you guys want to. Maybe a Thornmail, maybe a Guardian Angel, maybe I was talking about Frozen Heart with Random, but he was like, it's not good, it's wasted. I feel like Frozen Heart could work on her as well, since you're jumping into the team fight. Otherwise, you can go for Awakened Soul Stealer. I don't know. I don't feel it. Infinity Orb, definitely an option. If you guys want more damage, go for Infinity Orb as your 4th AP item. And then for the runes, it's pretty obviously Electrocute for the poke damage and the quick burst, Brutal for the early game, Hunter's Titan for HP and tenacity, and Sweet Tooth for more healing and more gold. And then just Ignite Flash or Barrier Flash. Barrier Flash if you guys want to play more safe. Ignite Flash for more kill pressure and more kill opportunities. And now, hard matchups for Morgana. Hard matchups for Morgana are Jace, Zed, Akali, Akshan, Aurelia, Fizz, and Lucian. All of those champions can burst you pretty quickly. They have gap closing abilities. And if you don't hit your Q, they can punish you very hard. For synergy, good synergy with Leona are tanky champions that have tons of CC. For example, Leona Ultimate, Nunu, Thresh, and Amumu. Actually, Galio is also pretty good. If you guys want to cover those matchups in depth, but it's pretty self-explained because Jace will poke you down, he can engage on you with melee form, he bursts you down very easily. If you don't hit bind, he runs you down, you are over. Zed as well. Tons of poke damage. Whenever he has ultimate, you will struggle unless you have Zhonya's and he will just one-shot you. Akali will out-damage you. She can kite you very well with the Shroud and her all-in is super strong. Akshan will out-poke you actually, and his engage is very strong. Irelia, gap closing and all-in potential too strong. Same for Fizz, and Lucian will just poke you down completely. His cooldowns are way lower than yours, and he will just harass you the whole early game. So if you guys are wondering what I mean with why are those matchups hard for Morgana, definitely make sure to tune in for my Morgana jungle video, Morgana mid lane video, and Morgana support video. They will come out within Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So definitely make sure to check it out. And I see you next time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye bye.